Welcome back, guys, to the second episode of our Austrian playthrough. I can see that Brunswick has conquered some land here. Let's go ahead and demand this unlawful territory. So he would only return one. I wanted to make it clear that we still do not have an heir at this point. And it's time to announce a new rival. I have a feeling that France is going to kind of inevitably be our enemy here, but I'm going to do my best to actually prevent that from happening. And that's limited to increasing relations with them. I don't know what else to do. France is pretty scary, especially if he takes land from England this early and after the inheritance. He's pretty scary, so we would much rather just having him as an ally. We can rival Poland, who is certainly near the Empire. And that would probably in the long run increase our chances of gaining an alliance with Muscovy. I think I will just keep that rival slot open here, honestly. I think that's the best choice of action. And unfortunately, because we don't have the CB on non-members holding imperial territory, this will actually cost us a fair amount of Diplo to actually to free Bar, make them an independent nation, and to actually free Lorraine. But that's what our Diplo is good for, I suppose. I'm going to go ahead and just consolidate these forces. We kind of built too much. I didn't expect that war to be so easy with Burgundy and for them to essentially, the king to just drop dead. Okay, looks like we can actually take these provinces from Florence at any time. The only issue, of course, is our aggressive expansion, so we'll wait till a later date to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and go straight into war here against Provence. As we will not gain aggressive expansion for this action. Seems like he's pretty weak overall with the amount of forces that he has. And hopefully this should be another easy, nice, clean, decisive victory. I'm trying to think where is best to use our other diplomat. Honestly, I think probably trying to keep these Italians happy. Because they're the people who are the nations who are going to be the most upset with us expanding into Italy. I think we'll find that this war is literally just going to come down to us waiting for these sieges to finish. So that's why I'm sitting here on speed 5. Okay, we'll bring the Byzantium refugees in. I personally think that that's probably worth it, even though it's quite expensive. And we are near to gaining that stability back from completing our mission. That's very nice. Oh, look, check it out. He is no longer hostile with us, and therefore, hopefully France is going to continue to be our ally despite this kind of border tension, which is the dream, really. Really, really cool. I think France is easily one of the more powerful Europeans right now. So keeping him as an ally rather than an enemy is certainly going to be beneficial. Okay. Looks like Burgundy was able to pull this into the Empire from the Teutonic Order, which is pretty typical. Sometimes it is taken by Poland, which is pretty unpleasant. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Ah, oh, the prestige, though. Ah, I want it so bad. Okay, we have to take him, though. We have to take him. With the amount of war, and he's not very good at all. That wasn't worth it. There goes all our prestige, but your vision is always 20/20 in hindsight, you know what I'm saying? That was pretty appealing. I'm a little bit upset about that, oh well. Apparently we're the fifth nation in total score, which certainly makes sense after the Burgundian inheritance. We have so many forts. Maybe I should, I've noticed our economy is not doing very well. I might actually get rid of some of these forts here. I'll get rid of at least the one. That will help us, hopefully. Naturally, the Ottomans are doing well. The personal union over Lithuania from Poland is up and running, which is to be expected. Oh. That's right, I noticed that earlier. This independence war is raging on. Looks like Sweden may very well, yeah, looks like they will lose and Denmark will remain in control over them. Okay, we're going to have to continue this war here because we will not settle for less. $150 Diplo. It hurts, but it's all worth. We just brought this land into the Empire, and there is approximately 2 provinces right now. A measly 2 provinces, which is actually outside the Empire and that we need to bring in. So we're doing pretty well in time in regards to that, in my opinion. Although, of course, the number of nations within the Empire is much smaller than it could be. One option we do have is vassals. We could release Luxembourg as a 1 province minor, for instance, and that's probably something that I will begin to do as we gain more diplomatic relations. I will probably begin to do that, but unfortunately right now it's going to increase our relations too high. We kind of have as many relations as we need, really, and we cannot really afford to lose any of them. So there you go. Gaining 0.15 a month is certainly not that bad though. Pretty good overall. And I suppose it's about time that I start fabricating some claims here. Florence looks really vulnerable without any allies. Ah, that's right, Venice has. They have really good diplomacy with France, but this is basically our chance. It didn't occur to me. I should be fabricating on Venice already. That did not occur to me. We should be going to war against them right now. It would be Savoy, Venice, and the Knights. France would not back them up, so this is our chance to strike. Hopefully I can finish this claim. That was an oversight, unfortunately. If we can finish this claim before this war ends, we can handle that war, and I should be okay in terms of aggressive expansion if I just take one province, and we can actually bring Brescia inside the empire as well. Using that approach, that will mean in the future one more against Florence, another against Venice, and another against the Papal State. At this rate, that seems pretty darn realistic in my opinion. We're doing really nicely in terms of time. Be free, Frankfurt. Okay, so it's going to be best to improve relations with nations who will be very upset with us for taking yet more Italian land. One way we can increase our imperial authority is going to be by adding provinces to the empire. In fact, do we have some land out here? We do. Nice. So traditionally, and as a general rule, I'm going to actually save provinces like this and add them to the empire later. But this Italian region is the exception to that rule. I'm going to add them as we go, because when you actually pass this decision, that brings land into the empire, and we will not gain the imperial authority. So any of this land that we acquire, we're going to bring it in as we go, and otherwise we're basically going to hold on to it and save it. And the reason for that is we want to use it in times of difficulty where we may be gaining a very small amount, but we're near passing an enactment. We want to be able to use that land to pump it up and actually pass one through. That way we're going to make sure that we are as efficient as possible, and something like the Protestant Reformation, for instance, isn't going to ruin our imperial authority. Okay, looks like Milan is pretty darn upset with us. Okay, time to go back to war. So looks like Savoy, the Knights, and we're basically on our own. No, we can give Hungary land, and we'll do that. That's aggressive expansion that we will not obtain ourselves. Hopefully we can give him land like that, and then, you know, he'll be under us in a personal union. So that's one more province that we don't actually have to conquer ourselves. So let's go ahead and we will promise Hungary land, and we will make sure to give it to him if we have the war score. So the goal is going to be basically give Dalmatia to Hungary, take Treviso ourselves, and bring Brescia into the empire by returning it to Milan. Let's do it. Okay, fortunately these guys have not ticked up yet. Ooh, it's very close. Very, very close in terms of numbers. So let's try to get Savoy out of this war ASAP. Gonna try and siege down his capital and get him out. I think keeping all of our troops near each other is probably going to be the best approach. And sticking to the mountains where possible is probably going to be the best approach as well. Okay, I hopefully am going to be comfortable to just sit here in these spots on the mountains, siege up his capital city, and that should be enough, hopefully, to peace him out. Doing really well in regards to our economy right now, which is really good. Much better that our forces are lower once again. Manpower is another story though. We're not doing all that flash. So hopefully after this war, the only province remaining outside the empire will be Holstein. If everything goes smoothly, which it seems like it's going relatively smoothly right now. Hungary is basically sieging that province up. That's excellent. We still have no heir. At the moment we're sitting with two royal marriages, which of course could be more. So much to a game, especially a world conquest game, comes down to how strong your leaders are, so we're really sort of crossing our fingers for a exceptionally good ruler or heir. And quite frankly, we want one sooner rather than later. It's really taking its sweet, sweet time. We could find ourselves having the same dynasty as France or something like that if we were to lose, to lose our king without a heir, but that would also mean that we would lose the Hungarian dynasty, which of course is Habsburg. So probably not ideal. I seem to have engaged in a war here in the mountains unintentionally. Fortunately, the Hungarian elite general is here to save the day. I have to admit, having 34 imperial authority is pretty nice at this stage. It's been less than 10 years, so we're doing well in that regard. This is a defensive battle in the mountains. with Hungary's boss general. Let's Hungary's boss general. Let's aid him here. No! No, why you do this? No! France is hostile again. Maybe it is inevitable. It might very well be inevitable. France is flipping back and forth to hostile. But we're going to try to keep him, retain him as an ally as long as possible. In fact, perhaps I should think about rivaling someone that is strategically beneficial for the French, if you understand what I'm saying. Maybe that's something I should consider. Like if I rivaled Great Britain, he might be inclined to value us as an ally. I humbly request that you break your alliance with Venice, so that we don't have to deal with you next time. Thank you very much. Uh-oh, Hungary's attacking into mountains. Let's hope that his boss general is boss enough, considering he is outnumbered and he's attacking into mountains. Well, it appears that way, but of course the Venetians were not at full morale. Oh my gosh, is he gonna stack wipe them? Do it! Perhaps I can. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. I think we can officially say that that is a nice, clean, decisive war here against Venice. Our war absorption is not very high. Just need to finish sieging up these provinces so that we can piece them out. Excellent. I'm not going to fabricate on Florence just yet, because I'm a little bit concerned about being discovered fabricating and raising our aggressive expansion higher. So we will just use our diplomats to increase relations. Oh, we're not being voted for necessarily, so that's a little bit of a concern. But we're really kind of just crossing our fingers that we don't lose our ruler regardless. We don't have an heir at the moment. Trying to pick up these technology for a little bit less than they currently cost. Genoa declaring war on Venice. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's hope that it is not over some of their land on the mainland, but instead some of their islands or something like that. Because that will just mean that we have to actually attack Genoa instead of Venice. Which of course means we'd have to deal with his allies. And he will be one other nation which despises us. Okay, I guess let's go ahead and see if we can achieve everything that I wish to achieve right now. But I'm pretty certain we're going to wait for this fort here to be sieged. Yeah, the dream is that we actually humiliate him as well, but I don't actually see that happening. This isn't going to give us enough, so maybe I should. Nah. Nope. We'll give that to Hungary. We'll do it. That could work out in our favor. That is a way to sort of indirectly expand with almost freely if Hungary was to become under us in a personal union. So I'm increasing my relations with the electors because I desire their votes, please, guys. Looks like we're fine in that regard right now. Oh, it appears as though France is still going to remain our ally for now, and France didn't actually manage to separate peace England over any of their land, so which I thought they would probably end up doing. What else is going on in the world right now? The Ottomans are chilling at the moment. Who else was it that took land? Bavaria. So I think inevitably Poland is going to be sort of a more long-term rival for us, and the main reason is because they're going to be owning German culture group here, which is, once we have that cultural union, German culture group is, all of it is accepted. So we're really going to want that Prussian land. Interestingly, Muscovy has not actually rivaled them. Okay, well, apparently this loses to imperial authority, so yeah, I don't like spending Diplo there, but there ain't no way in hell I'm going to be spending our authority. That's what it's all about at the moment. And looks like we're about to come to peace here, just waiting on this siege here from the Hungarians, and there we go. Alright. Take some of their money as well. Excellent. Now here is hoping that we're still doing fine in terms of aggressive expansion, and we're barely under 50. So good enough, good enough. Good enough. Very good. I'm pleased with how this has turned out so far. It's been just over 10 years, and that was our third war. Obviously we really lucked out with how easy the Burgundian War was, but that was our second sort of decisive war that we fought for. Now, oh, okay, interesting. Florence managed to Venice managed to ally Florence and bring them against Genoa, and that's probably going to result ultimately in Genoa losing. So that's an interesting series of events. But I'm going to wait until my war exhaustion is actually 0 or near 0 to core up, because I want to do that as efficiently as possible. I might just go ahead and rival up the Poles, but they don't really have any enemies right now. France is yet again hostile. I think it's pretty much inevitable. I imagine with England on our side, we could probably defeat France, no problem. It's a hard choice. It's a hard choice. If France breaks their alliance, I'll rival him. Let's put it that way. So I will once again keep that slot free. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to call this the second episode. And I suppose in the next episode, we're going to really be looking forward to actually passing this, and that's going to give us CB against Denmark, who we could probably smash. I think so. We could probably smash him and release Holstein, so they are free. That's the dream. That's what we'll be doing next time, and once our aggressive expansion reduces, we'll probably be taking some land from Florence, who is now allied to France. Damn it. Damn it, why do you do this? Regardless, I'll see you guys next time. I'm sure we'll figure something out. Thanks for watching.